Hey, look what I've got. Oh, baby, this is really mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been counting every nickel, saving every little dime, working down at Murphy's counter, dreaming about this day and time. Then I saw her in the sunshine, turquoise shining, chrome so fine. Daddy said, you sure you want her? I said, that little car is mine. The dealer smiled and shook my hand, dropped those silver keys right in my palm. My heart went racing like a motor. Baby, sound the alarm. The keys are mine, the keys are mine. I got 4 white walls and I'm feeling fine. Turn that key, hear that engine sing. I've never felt a sweeter thing. The keys are mine, I'm flying high. Got a ribbon, a highway, and a big blue sky. No more waiting for somebody's ride. I've got my own wheels tonight. Mama came running from the kitchen, said, now honey, don't you drive too fast. My little brother circled around it, said, how long you think that shine will last? I polished every bit of chrome work till I saw my smiling face. Then I tuned that little radio, rock and roll filled up the place. I slipped behind that steering wheel, my yellow dress against the seat, tapped my fingers on the dashboard while the motor found the beat. The keys are mine, the keys are mine. I got 4 white walls and I'm feeling fine. Turn that key, hear that engine sing. I've never felt a sweeter thing. The keys are mine, I'm flying high. Got a ribbon, a highway, and a big blue sky. No more waiting for somebody's ride. I've got my own wheels tonight. Oh, guitar, go, shake that chrome. Come on, baby. Down on Main Street, everybody turned their heads to watch me roll. Betty waved outside the drugstore. Johnny shouted, go, girl, go. Past the diner, past the station, past the old high school marquee. Every mile felt like a doorway to the girl I'm gonna be. Maybe someday she'll get rusty, maybe someday paint will fade, but tonight she's new and shining. Best decision I ever made. I've got nowhere I have to go, and that's the sweetest part. A tank of gas, a set of keys, and freedom in my heart. The keys are mine, the keys are mine. Turn up the radio, we're right on time. Chrome is flashing, engine sings. Tonight I'm gonna spread my wings. The keys are mine, come watch me fly underneath that summer sky. First little car, first taste of freedom. Baby, what a night. Yeah, the keys are mine. My very first car. Come on, let's ride. Splash that water, grab that rag. Saturday morning, baby. 7:30 Saturday morning, sun is climbing over town. I got a bucket by the driveway and the garden hose unwound. Got my old blue jeans rolled upward, radio sitting on the chair. Little Richard on the airwaves and soap bubbles everywhere. Wash that hood, scrub those wheels, polish till that chrome can shine. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but that automobile is mine. Shine, shine, Saturday shine. Make that baby sparkle in the sun. Saturday shine. Make that baby sparkle in the sunshine. Rub that chrome till it catches your eye. Make those white wall tires look Sunday fine. Shine, shine, don't waste no time. Got a rock and roll playing down the line. From the bumper to the tail light glow. She's the prettiest car on the road. Piano! Come on! Scrub a dub, baby! Yeah! Now the afternoon is fading and the whole job's finally done. I can see the clouds reflected on the hood beneath the sun. Put my favorite record playing, comb my hair and change my shoes. Then I grab those keys and whisper, baby, where have we got to lose? No diamond ring, no fancy dress could make me smile this wide. Give me 20 gallons of gasoline and my baby by my side. Every speck of dust is gone, every piece of chrome is bright. Saturday morning was for washing, Saturday night is made to ride. Shine, shine, Saturday shine. Now that beautiful baby is looking fine. Turn that radio way up high. We're gonna rock beneath the Saturday sky. Shine, shine, she's ready to go. Cruising where the jukebox neon glows. Cleanest little automobile in town. Come on, baby, let's roll around. Look at that shine. Aha! Not one fingerprint. Let's go. Hey, Betty, is that yours? You bet it is. Well, come on, let's see it. Pulled up slowly by the drugstore, 7:45. Jimmy dropped his cherry soda when he saw my baby arrive. Susie ran across the sidewalk. Bobby gave a two-note whistle. Everybody gathered around me, checking every piece of chrome. Pop the hood, turn it on, let us hear that motor run. I just smile behind the wheel. Tonight we're gonna have some fun. Everybody look at my ride. Come on, everybody pile outside. Turquoise body, white wall shoes, dashboard radio playing rhythm and blues. Everybody look at my ride. There's enough good times for everyone inside. Meet me where the neon shines. Tonight this little car is mine.
What a ride.
Look at that.
Oh, she's fine.
Let's go! Peggy squeezed in next to Susie. Jimmy called the shotgun seat. Bobby brought a stack of records. Everybody tapped the beat. We rolled slowly down the main drag, past the barber and the bank. Then we pulled into the station, put $3 in the tank. Everybody look at my ride. Come on, everybody pile outside. Turquoise body, white wall shoes, dashboard radio playing rhythm and blues. Everybody look at my ride. There's enough good times for everyone inside. Meet me where the neon shines. Tonight this little car is mine. Go! Go, go, go! Rock it! Had the drive-in by the highway, cars were lined from end to end. Someone yelled, "Here comes the new girl." I said, "Honey, meet my friend." Ordered burgers, fries and cola, hung the speaker on the glass. Then the jukebox car in town. It's not the fastest one around, but when my friends are singing and those wheels are rolling free, there ain't a Cadillac in America I'd rather have than she. Who's got the keys? I've got the keys. Who's got the wheels? She's got the wheels. Who's got the radio? Turn it up. Then everybody rock. Everybody look at my ride. We're rocking down the boulevard tonight. Windows down and voices high. Chrome throwing moonlight into the sky. Everybody look at my ride. My whole gang laughing side by side. First car, first Saturday night. Everything in the world feels right. One more time around Main Street. Turn that radio up. Yeah, my first car. Hey, mister, fill her up. Premium,
You bet.
let's go. Rolled into the filling station, 9:15. A little bell went ding, 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 and man, that sound was mighty fine. Young Joe came running from the office, a white cap tilted to the side. Said, good morning, little lady, that's a mighty pretty ride. I said, thank you, she's my first one, only had her half a week. Check the oil and wash the windshield, make that turquoise baby gleam. He pulled the hose across the pavement, turned the silver handle tight, and I watched those little numbers climbing higher with delight. Fill her up, mister, fill her up, put some thunder in my baby's cup. Check that oil, clean that glass, tonight we're gonna burn some gas. Fill her up, mister, to the line, my first little automobile is feeling fine. Got a pocket full of change and nowhere to stop, so fill her up, mister, fill her up. Couple boys beside the garage started looking at my car. One said, where you going, sweetheart? I said, maybe pretty far. Joe was wiping down the windshield, made it sparkle crystal clear. Then he leaned into my window, said, your oil looks good from here. He checked the tires one by one, tapped the hood and shut it tight. I turned the dial on the radio, found my favorite song just right. Paid him with the money I'd been saving from the store. Then that little station bell went ding, ding, dinging once more. Fill her up, mister, fill her up, put some thunder in my baby's cup. Check that oil, clean that glass, tonight we're gonna burn some gas. Fill her up, mister, to the line, my first little automobile is feeling fine. Got a pocket full of change and nowhere to stop, so fill her up, mister, fill her up. Go piano, ding ding, come on sax, yeah. Now the needle says she's ready, and the highway's calling me. Every gallon feels like freedom, every mile says liberty. Past the station, past the houses, past the edge of our hometown, with that radio rocking and the windows halfway down. Maybe someday gas gets costly, maybe pennies disappear, but today I've got a full tank and the summer sky is clear. There's a whole wide world of highways that I've never traveled through, and my little turquoise sweetheart says she's ready Hello? Hey Billy, be ready at 8. Tonight I'm driving.
Friday evening by the mirror, putting lipstick on just right. Yellow sweater, little earrings, everything feels good tonight.
Mama called up from the hallway, honey, Billy's coming soon. I just laughed and grabbed my car key, said not this Friday afternoon.
Called him on the telephone, he said,
What you wanna do?
I said, put your blue shirt on.
Tonight I'm coming after you.
There was silence for a second.
Then I heard him laugh and say,
You're really gonna drive?
I said, you better be ready anyway. I'll pick you up at 8 tonight. My little turquoise baby is shining bright. You can sit beside me, honey, while I drive us through the town. I'll pick you up at 8 tonight. We'll chase that jukebox neon light. You don't need to bring your daddy's car,
'Cause I got wheels of my own. Pulled up right outside his doorway, tapped the horn 2 times for fun.
Billy's father moved the curtain.
Then his mother started laughing.
Billy walked out looking handsome.
Stopped and stared across the lawn.
Said, well, look at you behind that wheel.
I said,
Get in, we're moving on.
we drove down toward the river,
Where the summer air was sweet.
radio playing something dreamy.
Keeping time beneath our feet.
Billy reached across the seat back.
Said, you really drive this well.
I said, honey, keep on talking.
That's exactly what to tell. I'll pick you up at 8 tonight. My little turquoise baby is shining bright. You can sit beside me, honey, while I drive us through the town. I'll pick you up at 8 tonight. We'll chase that jukebox neon light. You don't need to bring your daddy's car,
'Cause I got wheels of my own. Easy now.
rock that guitar. Oh, that's sweet.
Stopped for shakes at Johnny's Diner. Shared some French fries by the door.
Then we drove beneath the moonlight.
Didn't need much anymore.
No one had to take us homeward.
No one told us when to leave.
Just the dashboard softly glowing.
And his shoulder next to me.
At 11 by his driveway,
Billy leaned across and smiled.
said, can we do this again tomorrow?
I pretended for a while.
Then I jingled those keys softly.
Said, well,
Maybe if you're nice,
he kissed my cheek and whispered,
baby, driving suits you right.
first date in my first car.
Underneath the evening stars,
Funny how a set of wheels can make the whole world feel so lost.
no borrowed ride,
No waiting around
just you and me
in this little old town.
I'll pick you up at 8 again.
We'll find another road around the bend.
You can sit beside me, honey.
Let that old radio play.
I'll pick you up at 8 again.
Maybe drive till heaven knows when.
You don't need to bring another car.
I've got my own
From now on, 8 o'clock, Billy, don't be late. Beep, beep. go home. Click, click, click. What? Click, click, click. Oh no. 11:30 Friday evening, Johnny's diner closing down. I say goodbye to all my girlfriends, thought I'd take one lap through town. Slipped behind my steering wheel, put the little silver key inside. Turned it once and heard a clicking, but my baby didn't come alive. Turned it twice, click, 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 click. Tried again, click, click, click. Tapped the wheel and whispered softly, don't you play this track. Uh-oh, she won't start. Come on, baby, don't break my heart. Click, 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 but nothing more. I never heard that sound before. Uh-oh, what did I do? I've been taking mighty good care of you. You ran like lightning all week long. Come on, little baby, what's gone wrong? Jimmy came out from the diner, said you leave your headlights on. Susie leaned across my shoulder, said I knew something was wrong. Billy lifted up the hood, everybody gathered near. 6 opinions in a minute, none of them were very clear. Could be starter, could be wire, maybe something caught on fire. I said nobody touch my baby till somebody knows what's right. Then old Frank from the filling station pulled his pickup off the road. Took one look beneath the bonnet, smiled like he'd already known. Said your battery's feeling sleepy, that's the trouble, nothing more. I said, Frank, if you can wake her, I'll buy gasoline from your store. Uh-oh, she won't start. Come on, baby, don't break my heart. Click, 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 but nothing more. I never heard that sound before. Uh-oh, what did I do? I've been taking mighty good care of you. You ran like lightning all week long. Come on, little baby, what's gone wrong? Click, click, slap that bass, crank that guitar. Come on. Frank hooked cables to the battery, said, now honey, give her one more try. I crossed my fingers on the steering wheel, looked straight up into the sky. Turned the key, she coughed and sputtered, then that engine gave a roar. Everybody started cheering, I could have danced across the floor. I hugged the wheel and told my baby, don't you scare me so again. Billy laughed and shut the hood. Frank said, you'll be fine till 10. Next morning at the part shop, bought a battery brand new. First repair on my first automobile. Guess we're growing up, us two. A first car ain't just chrome and fun. Sometimes she won't start or run, but every little bump and scar makes you love that crazy car. If she coughs, if she shakes, if she keeps me up till late, I'll fix her up, turn that key, and we'll roll another day. Uh-oh, now she starts, listen to that motor stealing my heart. No more click, click, hear that roar. She's better than she was before. Uh-oh, lesson learned, every little mile has got to be earned. First breakdown, but we made it through, baby. There's a lot more road for me and you. Start her up, vroom, that's my girl. Let's go home. Let's go home. Easy, little to the left. Hey, watch that bumper! I know, I know.
Found one right beside the record store, thought I'd fit it just right. Turned the wheel and backed her slowly, thought I had it figured out. Then old Charlie from the sidewalk started waving both arms about.
Little left,
No, your other left.
straighten up, you're doing fine.
I rolled the window down and hollered, Charlie, this automobile is mine.
One try, two tries, three tries to park.
Moving back and forth from daylight into dark. Turn that wheel, straighten out. Everybody's giving advice and shouting out.
One try, two tries, three tries to park.
Don't you laugh, I'll get it right. I may be new behind the wheel, but I'm parking this baby tonight.
Betty watched outside the drugstore. Billy leaned against the wall.
Jimmy said you got 6 feet there. Didn't help me much at all.
Backed her up another little, pulled ahead about a yard.
Never knew that parking straight could ever be this hard. A gentleman behind me waited, then another car pulled near. I could feel my cheeks turn scarlet, but I wouldn't disappear. Took a breath and checked my mirror, put both hands upon the wheel, said nobody's born a driver, let me show you how I feel.
One try, two tries, three tries to park. Moving back and forth from daylight into dark. Turn that wheel, straighten out.
Everybody's giving advice and shouting out.
One try, two tries, three tries to park.
Don't you laugh, I'll get it right. I may be new behind the wheel, but I'm parking this baby tonight. Back it up! Oh! Forward! Oh! Piano, take it! Third time came around much sweeter, backed her in as smooth as pie. Front wheel straight and bumper perfect, I could almost start to cry. Turned the key and killed the motor, stepped outside and struck a pose. Betty clapped and Billy whistled, Charlie bowed and touched his nose. I said, see, I told you people, all I needed was some room. Then I walked into the record shop like a movie star at noon. Bought a brand new 45, came outside 10 minutes late. Then I saw how close I'd parked it and could barely open the gate. Every driver starts somewhere, every turn can give you gray hair, but I'll learn every trick there is from the highway to a space like this. Give me time, give me room, pretty soon I'll make it fly. Someday I'll park this automobile with one hand and one try. One try, two tries, three did the trick. Now I'm learning mighty quick. Turn that wheel, line to right, chrome and white walls looking bright. One try, two tries, laugh if you like. Tomorrow I might get it right on the first try. First car lessons every day now. Everybody get out of my way. How's that, Charlie? Perfect. Almost.
Drip, drop, here it comes. Swish, swish, well listen to that beat. Clouds were hanging past the highway, but I thought I'd beat the rain. 20 miles beyond the city, little drops hit my window pane. First one here and then another, then 1,000 from the sky. Suddenly that summer highway turned to silver passing by. Both my hands were on the steering, radio was playing low. Then the thunder shook the distance and I whispered, easy, slow. to the right. Hey, they're keeping perfect beat. Wipers keep the beat tonight. Swish, swish, underneath the dashboard light. Rain comes down, but I'm doing fine. Got those white lines keeping time. Wipers keep the beat for me. Rocking back and forth so steadily. Storm outside and rhythm inside. Rain can't stop my first car ride. Headlights glowing through the raindrops, tires humming on the road. Every passing car was shining like a jewel beneath the clouds. Stopped beneath the roadside awning, thought I'd wait the weather through. But the rhythm on my rooftop made me change my point of view. Tap, tap, tapping on the metal. Swish, swish, sweeping on the glass. Radio drummer hit the backbeat as another truck went past. I started singing with the thunder, tapped my fingers on the wheel. Funny how a rainy highway makes a little car feel real. Wipers keep the beat tonight. Swish, swish, underneath the dashboard light. Rain comes down, but I'm doing fine. Got those white lines keeping time. Wipers keep the beat for me. Rocking back and forth so steadily. Storm outside and rhythm inside. Rain can't stop my first car ride. Swish, swish, drip, drop. Easy guitar. Now bring that saxophone in. By the time I reached the outskirts, rain was turning soft and slow. Neon from the roadside diner painted colors on the road. Pulled beneath the glowing signboard, ordered coffee warm and sweet. Sat beside the window smiling, still could hear that wiper beat. When I finally headed homeward, clouds were breaking overhead. Moonlight caught the wet black highway, silver ribbons lay ahead. I had driven through my first storm, me and that old car alone. And somehow every rainy mile made those four wheels feel like home. Sunny roads are easy riding, blue skies never test your nerve. But a little rain can teach you how to handle every curve. Slow it down, hold her straight, let the storm roll where it may. My little car and I learned something on that rainy road today. Wipers keep the beat tonight. Swish, swish, underneath the moonlight. Storm is gone and I'm feeling fine. Wet black highway keeping time. Wipers keep the beat for me. First rainy ride in my memory. Sun or storm, wherever I roam, these four wheels are taking me home. Swish, swish, good girl, let's go home. Blanket, got it. Radio, got it. Sandwiches, got 'em. Gas, full tank.
Then let's go! Sunday morning, 7:30. Sun was barely in the sky. Betty came with 2 big blankets. Susie brought an apple pie.
Jimmy carried 6 cold sodas. Billy brought his old guitar. Everybody packed the trunk up till we couldn't fit one more.
Mama waved across the driveway, said be home before it's late.
I yelled,
Shore above the engine while my friends all yelled,
don't wait.
put the highway map between us, circled 1 blue patch of sea.
60 miles of open roadway, nothing but my friends and me. 4 friends and a full tank, rocking down the highway with money in the bank. Windows down, radio high, white wall tires underneath the summer sky. 4 friends and a full tank, every mile another memory to thank. Beach ahead and hometown behind, best little Sunday we could ever find.
Past the farms and roadside markets, past a red and white motel, past a trucker who was singing, so we honked and waved as well.
Billy strummed his beat-up guitar. Jimmy drummed against the door. Betty started singing harmony. Then we all began to roll.
Stopped halfway beside a diner, bought some fries and cherry coke.
Took a picture by the highway
While the waitress cracked a joke,
back inside and rolling faster.
ocean breeze began to blow.
Then Susie shouted from the backseat, I can smell the sea.
Let's go!
4 friends and a full tank, rocking down the highway with money in the bank. Windows down, radio high, white wall tires underneath the summer sky. 4 friends and a full tank, every mile another memory to thank. Beach ahead and hometown behind, best little Sunday we could ever find.
Go!
Guitar,
Go! Piano!
everybody clap.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pulled the car beside the boardwalk, kicked our shoes into the sand. Jimmy grabbed the picnic basket, Billy took the guitar in hand.
Spent the afternoon in sunshine, danced beside the water line. Every time I saw my car there, couldn't quite believe she's mine.
When the orange sun was falling, packed our blankets in again.
Sand was hiding in our pockets,
Salt was drying on our skin.
nobody talked for several miles.
Just the radio playing low.
Then Betty leaned across the seat back,
Said next Sunday, where we go.
that's when I finally understood.
What having my own car could mean.
Not just chrome beneath the sunlight,
Not just keeping something clean.
it's picking up the people,
Who make ordinary days shine.
putting somewhere on the map.
And saying, let's go.
I've got time.
Who's got the map?
Who's got the food?
Who's got the food?
Jimmy!
Who's got the guitar?
Billy!
Who's driving?
She is. Then everybody!
Go, go, go! 4 friends and a full tank.
Rolling home with almost nothing in the bank.
Windows down, radio high, stars beginning in the summer sky. 4 friends and a full tank.
30 years from now we'll still give thanks.
For the beach, that road, that old sunshine. And then the first little car that was mine.
Next Sunday,
Same time,
same car.
you bet.
Go!
2 tickets, please.
Right down the second row.
Come on, Billy.
I found the perfect spot. Friday night beneath the sunset, Billy waiting by the gate. I pulled up beside the sidewalk, only 7 was late. He climbed in and brought some popcorn. Said, I know a place tonight. There's a double feature playing at the drive-in by the pines.
Down the highway we went rolling, past the diner, past the mill, till a giant silver screen appeared beyond a little hill. Paid 2 tickets at the entrance, found a space beneath the stars, rows and rows of glowing taillights, hundreds of teenage cars, 2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
Movie starts at 9:30.
Little speaker on the window,
Your hand resting close to mine.
2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
Summer night and sweet perfume.
Maybe there's a picture on that screen,
But I'm looking
straight at you.
Billy hung the little speaker carefully upon the glass. I turned off the headlights slowly, watched the opening credits pass. Someone laughed 3 cars behind us. Someone's horn went
Beep beep twice.
Billy handed me the popcorn. I said, this is
Kinda nice. On the screen a cowboy hero chased a villain through the dust, but I couldn't tell you what came next. I wasn't watching much. Dashboard glowing soft and amber, radio dial beneath. Billy whispered something silly and I tried not to laugh too deep. 2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
Movie starts at 9:30.
Little speaker on the window,
Your hand resting close to mine.
2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
Summer night and sweet perfume.
Maybe there's a picture on that screen, but I'm looking straight at you.
Dashboard moon.
Ooh, a summer night,
Hold me close.
everything feels right.
At intermission we went walking to the little snack bar light. Bought 2 colas and a hot dog. Watched the teenagers all night.
Every polished car was shining, every radio played low, every couple had a secret only summer nights could know.
Back inside my turquoise baby,
Billy moved a little near,
second feature started rolling.
but the ending wasn't clear.
When the final credits faded,
Neither one of us could say
who had won or who had lost,
or what the movie tried to say. Years from now I might forget the actors on that screen,
but I'll remember silver moonlight.
on that turquoise dashboard gleam,
I'll remember that old speaker,
and the way you smiled at me.
first driving with my first car.
That's the picture I will keep. 2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
Wish the night
Wouldn't end so soon. Little speaker by the window,
stars above us shining bright.
2 tickets and a dashboard moon.
One more kiss before we leave this room.
Movie's over, start the engine. Let's take the long road home tonight.
Did you like the movie?
What movie? Come on, let's go. Not anymore. always running 10 behind. Cold wind blowing through my stockings, rain dripping from my hat. Then I'd squeeze between the people, thinking I've had enough of that. But this morning something's different. Alarm rang 6:15. Made my coffee, grabbed my handbag and those shiny little keys. Walked right past the old bus corner, waved to everybody there. Slipped behind my steering wheel like a millionaire. No more waiting for the bus, no more standing in the rain. I've got 4 wheels in the driveway and I'm never late again. No more waiting for the bus, turn the radio up for me. Every morning on my way to work feels like a little taste of liberty. Stop for coffee at the station. Joe said, morning, going to work. I said, sure, but now I'm driving, so it doesn't feel so bad. Found a station on the radio, drummed my fingers with the song. Traffic lights were turning green and I was singing right along. Pulled into the store at 8, found a parking place out back. Betty looked across the counter, said, well, look who's got some class. I just jingled all my car keys, put my handbag in the drawer. Worked all morning thinking only about the ride at 4:30. No more waiting for the bus, no more standing in the rain. I got 4 wheels in the driveway and I'm never late again. No more waiting for the bus, turn the radio up for me. Every morning on my way to work feels like a little taste of liberty. Piano, rock that morning commute. Go, guitar. I'm out the doorway, sun still hanging in the west. Everybody heads for buses, but I know which way is best. Put my groceries in the backseat, maybe stop to see a friend. Maybe take the road by Miller's Lake before I finally head home. Funny how a little motor changes more than where you go. Suddenly the whole town opens like a place you didn't know. Work is work and bills need paying. Nothing changed about that part, but the road between those moments puts a rhythm in my heart. I work to save for every tire, every gallon, every wire. So when somebody says it's only an old car, I just smile. They don't know what freedom is until they've worked this hard. No more waiting for the bus, no more watching minutes crawl. I've got my own little highway every morning, spring and fall. No more waiting for the bus, let that dashboard radio sing. I'm earning every mile I drive, and that's my favorite thing. Tomorrow morning, same time, same car. You bet. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Turn it up. Yeah. Hey, what's that like? rocking loud. Moon above the telephone wires, not another car around. Favorite record hit the chorus, started tapping both my feet. Didn't notice that the needle crept a little past the speed. Then a flash inside my mirror, little red light glowing bright. My heart dropped down to my white walls. Lord, this can't be right. Radio suddenly got quieter, pulled her gently to the side. Both my hands upon the steering, there went all my Saturday pride. Red light in my mirror, oh, what did I do? Red light getting nearer, and I know it's meant for you, know who. Slow down, baby, pull aside, there ain't no rock and roll worth a reckless ride. Red light in my mirror tonight, guess I'm learning how to drive right. Officer walked toward my window, flashlight shining on the door. Said, good evening, little lady, know what I stopped you for? I swallowed hard and answered, maybe going just a little fast. He looked across my shiny dashboard, then in my license through the glass. Said, this your automobile? I said, yes sir, she's my first. He looked at all that polished chrome, said, I've certainly seen worse. Then he smiled just for a second, pointed toward the highway sign. Pretty car, now keep her slow, let's get you home tonight. Red light in my mirror, oh, what did I do? Red light getting nearer, and I know it's meant for you, know who. Slow down, baby, pull aside, there ain't no rock and roll worth a reckless ride. Red light in my mirror tonight, guess I'm learning how to drive right. Whoa, guitar! Easy, easy, don't get another ticket. Pulled back onto the highway, radio playing just the same. But this time when that beat got jumping, I didn't join its speeding game. Kept that needle where it belonged, let another hot rod pass. He could race the moon if he wanted, I was bringing mine home safe. Next day everybody asked me, did the officer write you up? I said no, but I learned something more important than good luck. You can rock until the morning, you can dance till 4:30. But when you're sitting at the wheel, you've got to know what wheels are for. Oh, that's rock and roll. Fast piano, bless my soul. Fast dancing all night long, but fast driving, honey, that's where you go wrong. Rock fast, dance fast, dance fast, dance fast, drive safe. That's right. One more time. Rock fast, drive safe. No, no red light in my mirror, I'm keeping that needle right. Got my favorite song still playing, and I'm cruising home tonight. No red light in my mirror, now I know just what to do. Keep the wild beat in the jukebox, not underneath your driving shoe. Pretty car, keep her slow. Yes, officer. Turn that radio back up. So, what's that? Oh no! Not today. Rolling down over Route 9, sun was hanging high and bright. Radio playing rock and roll, everything was feeling right. Then I heard a funny rhythm coming somewhere from below. Thump, thump, thumping from the back wheel, so I knew I'd better slow. Pulled her safely to the shoulder, stepped outside and took a look. There it was, my poor rear white wall, flat as grandma's pocket. pocketbook. Put my hands upon my hips, said, well, what am I gonna do? Then I remember Daddy telling me there's a spare back there for you. Flat tire on Route 9, guess my pretty day's been redesigned. Jack her up, take it slow, there's more to driving than just where you go. Flat tire on Route 9, grease on my hands, but I'm doing fine. If this little car can count on me, I'll get her rolling, wait and see. Opened up the turquoise trunk lid, pulled the heavy spare outside, found the jack beneath the blanket and the wrench was tucked beside. First that stubborn little hubcap didn't want to leave the wheel. I said, honey, I got all day, let's find out who's got more will. A farmer in a pickup stop said, miss, you need a hand. I said, maybe just some pointers, but I'd like to understand. He showed me where to place the jack, then stood smiling by the road while I loosened every lug nut and learned more than I had known. Flat tire on Route 9, guess my pretty day's been redesigned. Jack her up, take it slow, there's more to driving than just where you go. Flat tire on Route 9, grease on my hands, but I'm doing fine. If this little car can't count on me, I'll get her rolling, wait and see. Crank that jack, turn that wrench, slap that bass, go, guitar, go! New wheels sitting straight and steady, lowered slowly to the ground, tightened every lug once over, best mechanical sound around. Farmer tipped his hat and told me, looks like you've got things in hand. I wiped the grease across my forehead, said I'm starting to understand. Put the old tire in the trunk, washed my fingers at a creek, started up that faithful motor, and she purred so warm and sweet. Now whenever someone tells me cars are trouble, work and grind, I just laugh and say, you should have seen me out on Route 9. Chrome may shine and paint may glow, but you got to learn what makes her go. A little grease won't hurt my pride, I'm more than someone along for the ride. Give me a wrench, give me a spare, give me a road and I'll get there. Flat tire on Route 9 didn't ruin this good day of mine. Jack her up, fix her right now, we're rolling into Saturday night. Flat tire on Route 9, dirty little hands, but I'm feeling fine. First flat tire and I made it through. There's nothing my little car and I can't do. Thump, thump. Not anymore. Start her up. Yeah. Honey, yes, Mama? Could I borrow your car? My car? Just for an hour. Well, Mama stood beside the doorway, shopping list held in her hand. Daddy took the family Chevy, had some business out of town. She said, honey, if you're staying, could I borrow yours today? Just the market and the bakery, then I'll bring her right away. I looked down at those silver keys, then outside a turquoise blue. Mama raised one eyebrow slowly, like good mothers always do. Finally placed them in her fingers, said, now please be careful, Mom, and don't park next to shopping carts, they might scratch my little car. Mama needs my car today. Lord, I hope she treats her right. Don't slam the door, don't scrape the chrome, and bring my baby safely home. Mama needs my car today, only 20 blocks away. Funny how one little set of keys can make me worry this way. Watched her backing down the driveway, nearly told her stop right there, but she turned it smooth and easy like she'd driven everywhere. Then she waved and disappeared, and the street went strangely still. I walked back inside the kitchen, but I couldn't sit until 10 minutes felt like 20, 20 felt like half a day. Every engine down the street made me run outside halfway. My brother laughed across the table, said she's probably doing fine. I said that's easy for you to say, that automobile is mine. Mama needs my car today. Lord, I hope she treats her right. Don't slam the door, don't scrape the chrome, and bring my baby safely home. Mama needs my car today, only 20 blocks away. Funny how one little set of keys can make me worry this way. Easy piano, don't worry, honey. Mama knows how to drive. Then I heard that little engine coming softly down the lane. Turquoise hood around the corner, everything looked just the same. Mama parked her straight as an arrow, carried groceries through the door. Then she tossed my keys and smiled. What's all that worrying for? Went outside and checked the fenders, not a scratch from front to rear. Tank had more gas than when she left. Now that really made me cheer. Mama said I drove before you even knew what steering meant. I hugged her, laughed, and told her, well, those keys were heaven sent. Maybe I've been holding tightly to the first thing that's all mine, but the people that I love have carried me 1,000 times. So if Mama needs my wheels, I guess that's what they're for. A car can carry more than people. Sometimes love rides through that door. Mama used my car today, and she treated her just right. No dented door, no scratched up chrome, and filled the tank before she came home. Mama used my car today. Guess I'll worry less someday. But next time, Mama, promise me, don't take the highway all the way. Honey, yes, Mama, your car drives beautifully. I know. Can you hear it? Turn it up! Louder! I said louder! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Friday night at 7:30, Main Street glowing red and blue. Betty jumped into the backseat, Jimmy squeezed in there too. Billy called us from the corner, said, hey, where you going tonight? I yelled, nowhere in particular, we're just looking for the lights. Turn the knob across the dashboard, static buzzing
Murphy's little diner, everybody turned to see four young fools inside a turquoise car, singing wild and free. Stopped beneath the traffic signal, car beside us heard the tune. Driver started tapping fingers, passenger began to croon. Green light flashed and off we roll, never racing, taking time. Just another lap of Main Street with that rhythm keeping time. Past the record shop at 8, past the same place, 809. Jimmy said, we've been here 3 times. I said, baby, that's just fine. Turn that dashboard radio up, fill this little automobile with rock and roll. Turn it up, let that backbeat shake my soul. Windows down, voices high, jukebox music underneath the sky. We don't need somewhere to go, just turn that dashboard radio up. Guitar, piano, saxophone. Everybody clap. DJ shouted through the speaker, here's another brand new sound. Billy reached across the dashboard, turned that little knob around. Upright bass came jumping, piano started pounding hard. Pretty soon the whole back seat was dancing underneath the stars. Stopped for cola after midnight, parked outside beneath the sign. Nobody wanted to go home, so we said one final time. One more circle through the city, one more song before we're through. Funny how a little radio makes an old road feel brand new. No ballroom, no fancy floor, no ticket at the door. Just four white walls, a radio, and friends who shout, one more. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Rock and roll. Turn that dashboard radio up, fill the whole darn boulevard with rock and roll. Turn it up, let that backbeat shake my soul. Windows down, stars above, first car night saw what I love. 40 years from now I'll know I can still hear that dashboard radio. One more song, turn it up, yeah. Payday,
What are you gonna buy?
a new dress.
New shoes?
Nope. Something for my car.
Friday afternoon at 5, Mr. Miller called my name, handed me that little envelope. Payday finally came. All week long I'd made a list of everything I wanted bad. New red shoes and 2 new records, prettiest sweater they ever had.
But I walked out to the parking lot, saw my baby in the sun. Turquoise paint and shining chrome, then my shopping list was done. Turned the key and told her, honey, payday's finally here. Let's go find a little something that'll make you shine this year. Payday for my baby,
There goes all my money again.
floor mats, wax and polish,
And a little something hanging within.
payday for my baby.
Every dollar disappears, but when I see that chrome shine back at me, honey, I don't
Shed no tears.
pulled in into the auto store, shopping basket in my hand.
Clerk said, "What you looking for?"
I said, "Everything you have."
Bought some wax in a yellow can, a brand new polishing rag, little bottle for the windshield, and a roadside toolkit bag.
Then I saw those fuzzy dice hanging high above the door, red and white and looking perfect. Had to spend a little more.
Cashier added up the numbers. I watched my paycheck getting thin, but when he handed me those packages, I couldn't stop my grin. Payday for my baby.
There goes all my money again.
Floor mats, wax and polish,
And a little something hanging within.
payday for my baby.
Every dollar disappears.
But when I see that chrome shine back at me, honey, I don't shed no tears.
Count that money.
$1.
$2.
Uh-oh.
Go, piano.
Back at home, I spread it out like Christmas on the lawn. Mama looked across the window, shook her head and carried on.
Put the new mats on the floorboards,
Hung those dice beneath the glass.
polished every piece of chrome till I saw the daylight pass.
Billy called me after 7.
Said, "You wanna catch a show?"
I said, "Sure, but first come see what I bought my car today."
He looked inside and started laughing.
Didn't save a dime, I bet.
I said, "Maybe not this payday, but
She's worth every cent.
some girls buy a party dress.
Some buy pearls and nothing less.
Some save every dollar for a rainy afternoon.
Me, I see that turquoise hood, and
Somehow every dollar looks good.
so next payday, I swear,
I'll save a little too.
payday for my baby. Yeah, I spent that money again.
Fresh wax, shiny dashboard.
Those fuzzy dice are swinging in the wind. Payday for my baby.
Now she's looking mighty fine.
Empty pockets don't feel quite so bad when that automobile is mine. How much did you save?
Well,
Enough for gasoline.
let's ride.
Billy! What? We can argue all you want, but don't slam my car door.
Started at the little diner, something silly, nothing big. You said I was talking too much. I said you were acting like a kid. We drove home without much talking. Radio turned way down low. Every traffic light felt longer than I'd ever seen it go. Pulled up right beside your driveway. You said, "Fine, I'll see you when." Then you pushed that turquoise door and slammed it hard enough for 10. I forgot about our argument, forgot what made me sore. Rolled the window down and hollered, "Billy, don't slam my car door, don't slam my car door. We can fight till 4:30. You can pout, you can complain, you can tell me I'm a pain, but don't slam my car door. That's one thing I can't ignore. Break my heart if you really must, but treat my automobile with trust." You stood frozen by the sidewalk, didn't know if you should laugh. I was checking chrome and hinges like a worried photograph. You said, "Honey, are you serious?" I said, Billy, can't you see? I've been saving every nickel for this car since I was 17. Then you started smiling slowly. I was trying not to grin. All that foolish Friday anger started wearing mighty thin. You leaned softly through the window, said, I'm sorry for the door. I said, what about the argument? You said, sorry for that more. Don't slam my car door. We can fight till 4:30. You can pout, you can complain, you can tell me I'm a pain, but don't slam my car door. That's one thing I can't ignore. Break my heart if you really must, but treat my automobile with trust. We sat there underneath the porch light, talking till 1:15. Funny how the biggest quarrels sometimes disappear so fast. You admitted you were stubborn, I admitted maybe too. Then you kissed me through the window like you always seem to do. I unlocked the passenger side, said get back in, let's take a ride. You opened that door so gently, I nearly burst with pride. Closed it softer than a whisper, looked at me and said, like that? I turned the key and smiled, now you're learning mighty fast. Love ain't always moon and stars. Sometimes love is doors and cars. Sometimes two hard-headed people need a little room to cool. But if we can laugh before the night is through, maybe me and you will do. Just remember one important rule: don't slam that door. Don't slam my car door. Now we're laughing like before. We can disagree sometimes, long as love stays between the lines. Don't slam my car door. Come sit close like before. Start the engine, kiss me once. Let's forget what we were fighting for. Good night, Billy. Easy with a click. Perfect.
Skates? Check! Friends? Check! Car? Ready! Then let's roll!
Saturday at 7 sharp, Betty waiting by the gate. Susie brought her roller skates. Jimmy yelled, you're running late. Threw our jackets in the back seat. Skates went rattling in the trunk. Started up that little motor. The radio came jumping on.
Down the boulevard we traveled, skate-o-rama sign ahead. Neon wheels were turning circles, glowing yellow, blue and red. Parking lot was full of hot rods, teenagers from every town. I found one little space and shouted, everybody pile on out. Rolling through the skate-o-rama, four wheels taking us to 8. Rocking down the highway, better hurry, don't be late. Rolling through the skate-o-rama, let that jukebox shake the floor. Wheels beneath us on the highway, wheels beneath us through the door.
Placed my skates beside the railing. DJ dropped a 4
the door. Go! Saxophone! Round and round, round and round. Piano. Everybody skate, skate. Quarter after 11:30, they announced the final song. Nobody wanted it to finish, so we sang and rolled along. Packed our skates back in the trunk. Feet were tired, hair a mess. Betty said, "Let's hit the diner." Everybody shouted, "Yes!" Back inside my little car, 4 tired skaters piled inside. But the minute rock and roll came on, we found another second wind. Drove for burgers, shakes and fries, then one last circle through the town. Roll wheels humming underneath the skate wheels safely packed away. 4 wheels on the highway, 8 wheels on my feet. Either way I'm rolling when I hear that rockin' beat. Chrome wheels, skate wheels, round and round they go. If Saturday has wheels on it, then Saturday's where I'll go. Road wheels, skate wheels, rock and roll. Everybody rock! Rolling from the skate-o-rama, midnight stars above our heads. Radio still rocking while the whole town sleeps in bed. Rolling from the skate-o-rama, what a Saturday it's been. First car waiting in the parking lot, then taking us home again. Next Saturday, skate-o-rama, who's driving? She is! Let's roll! Let's roll! Where's my picnic blanket? In your trunk.
My red shoes,
Your trunk.
my records.
Your trunk!
Oh, brother, what's in my trunk?
When I bought my little baby, that old trunk was neat and clean. Nothing but a spare white wall, prettiest empty space I'd seen. Then I took a Sunday picnic, left the blanket tucked inside. Then a sweater, then some records, then some things I couldn't find.
Saturday I popped the trunk lid, looking for my polishing rag.
Nearly had to take 2 steps back.
Lord, I had a traveling bag.
Picnic basket, pair of sneakers, 3 old bottles, magazine. Everything I'd lost since April was inside that turquoise machine. What's in my trunk? What's in my trunk? There's in a back there to open up a junk shop. Records and shoes, a blanket or 2, and something in a paper sack from June. What's in my trunk? Goodness me, half my whole life is riding free. If I've been looking for it all month long, it's probably in my trunk.
Betty said, I've lost my sunglasses. I said, honey,
Take a look.
Jimmy found his baseball glove there. Billy found an overdue book.
Found a lipstick underneath it, didn't even know was mine. Found 2 quarters in the corner,
Now we're really doing fine.
then I tried to find the spare tire.
That's when things got mighty rough.
Had to unload half the driveway just to reach the useful stuff.
Mama came outside and hollered.
Looks like moving day to me.
I said, Mama, don't you worry.
There's a system you can't see. What's in my trunk? What's in my trunk? There's in a back there to open up a junk shop. Records and shoes, a blanket or 2, and something in a paper sack from June. What's in my trunk? Goodness me, half my whole life is riding free. If I've been looking for it all month long, it's probably in my trunk. Take it out!
Put it back.
What's that?
I don't know.
Piano. Spent the morning sorting everything, made 3 piles on the lawn. Things to keep and things to throw, and things whose owners had long gone. Folded blankets nice and tidy, put the toolkit by the spare. Told myself from now on, honey, nothing extra goes in there. 2 days later, after shopping, had 3 packages to hide. Betty handed me her jacket, said, could you keep this safe inside? I opened up that turquoise trunk, looked at all that empty room. Then I tossed the whole lot in there. Guess I'll clean it out next June. A glove compartment's much too small, backseat can't contain it all, but that trunk has saved the day. 100 different times, so maybe it's a little full. Maybe organization isn't beautiful, but when somebody needs something, they know exactly where to look. What's in my trunk? What's in my trunk? Every little memory piled up in a bunch. Picnic days, rock and roll nights, old shoes traveling underneath the lights. What's in my trunk? That's okay, I'll clean the whole thing out someday. But if you lose something along the way, check the trunk of my Chevrolet. Wait, it's not a Chevy. Check my trunk.
Close it.
It won't close.
Sit on it.
Click. Perfect. Perfect. Don't start the engine yet. Why? I like this song. Me too.
Pulled beside the quiet water, 10:15 tonight. Turn the engine off so softly, dashboard left a little light. Billy leaned back in the seat, I turned the radio down low. Outside all the summer crickets had a rhythm of their own. Moon was hanging on the windshield, lake was silver through the trees. Neither one of us was talking, didn't seem like there was need. All week long the town was noisy, phones and people everywhere. But inside my little automobile, there was only us and their radio low, moon up high. One little song beneath the big night sky, your hand close to mine. No place we have to be on time, radio low, moon up high. Stars reflected in your eyes, my first car, our little room, just you and me and that summer moon. DJ said, here's something slower for the lovers out tonight. Billy smiled without a word, and somehow everything felt right. We didn't need a dance floor, didn't need a fancy place, just that tiny dashboard speaker and the moonlight on your face. A car went by along the highway, headlights passed and disappeared. Then the darkness settled softly and you moved a little near. I could hear the old clock ticking somewhere underneath the dash. Funny how a quiet minute can become a memory fast. Radio low, moon up high, one little song beneath the big night sky, your hand close to mine. No place we have to be on time. Radio low, moon up high, stars reflected in your eyes. My first car, our little room, just you and me and that summer moon. Soon enough I knew we'd have to take that little highway home. Mama always leaves the porch light, Daddy checks the telephone. But for 5 more little minutes I pretended time could wait. Billy traced a heart upon the fog that gathered on the glass. Then he kissed me once so gently. Radio faded into news. I turned the key and woke the engine. Almost hated that we had to move. As we rolled away from moonlight, Billy whispered close to me, "Someday we'll remember this." I said, "I already believe." Maybe cars are built for highways, maybe wheels are made to roam, but sometimes 4 doors and a dashboard can feel almost like a home. Not because of chrome or horsepower, not because she's new and fine, but because tonight she held a moment that will always stay in mind. Radio low, moon up high, taking the long road home tonight. Your hand close to mine, dashboard glowing soft and warm. Radio low, moon up high, one last star across the sky. My first car carried something new, a little memory of me and you. Ready? Not really. Me neither. Let's go.
Beep, beep, who's that? You know who? Beep, beep.
That's me.
First we with my automobile, hardly touched that little horn. Thought it sounded much too noisy for a quiet Sunday morn. Then one day outside of Betty's, didn't want to leave my seat, so I tapped it just a little. Beep, beep.
Betty hit the street.
Next time Billy kept me waiting, standing somewhere fixing hair. I leaned over on the steering wheel and let him know I was there. Curtain moved, front door opened instantly. Now the whole darn neighborhood knows that little horn belongs to me. Beep, beep, that's me, rolling down your street. Beep, beep, that's me, 4 white walls keeping beat. If you're waiting by the window, you don't even have to see. When you hear that little beep, beep,
Baby, that's me.
saw Jimmy by the drugstore, gave him 2 short taps, hello. Passed my brother on his bicycle, beeped and watched him way below. Joe was working at the station, heard me coming down the lane. Before I even reached the driveway, he was waving once again. Mama says don't use it foolish, horns are there to keep you safe. I said sure, I know the difference, and I keep it in its place. But when my friends are waiting and the road is clear to see, 2 happy little taps just say, come right along with me. Beep, beep, that's me, rolling down your street. Beep, beep, that's me, 4 white walls keeping beat. If you're waiting by the window, that's me. Beep, beep, saxophone. Beep, beep, piano. Beep, beep, everybody rock. Friday night outside the diner, half the gang was standing there. I turned slowly around the corner, turquoise shining everywhere. Before they even saw my headlights, before they saw that chrome shine bright, I gave two little friendly beeps, and everybody yelled, alright! Betty jumped into the backseat, Jimmy climbed in after her. Billy opened up the front door, said I'd know that sound anywhere. Turned the radio to 11, pulled away beneath the stars. Little horn and little radio, that's the soundtrack of my car. Some folks know you by your footsteps, some by how you call their name. Some folks know a certain whistle every time it sounds the same. Me, I got a turquoise automobile and one unmistakable key. Beep, beep. Everybody knows that's me. Who's coming? She is. How do you know? Beep, beep. Who's driving? She is. One more time. Beep, beep. Rock. Beep, beep. Rock. Beep, beep, that's me. Rocking down Main Street. Rocking down Main Street. Beep, beep, that's me. Dashboard jumping with the beat. Oh, windows down and friends aboard. Happy as we'll ever be when you hear that little beep, beep. Baby, that's me. Good night, mama. Beep, beep. Don't be late. I won't. Beep, beep. 50 miles to home, just me and you, baby. Alright, let's ride.
Clock above the little station said 11:45. Bought a coffee for the highway, made sure everything was right. Checked the fuel and checked the tires, folded up my highway map. Then I climbed behind the wheel and put my handbag in my lap.
Never driven quite this far, all alone this late before. Town lights vanished in my mirror, darkness opened like a door.
Telephone poles kept on passing, white lines running underneath. I turned the radio up softly, took a long and steady breath.
50 miles after midnight,
Moonlight riding by my side.
50 miles after midnight.
Just a girl in her first ride, engine humming, radio low. There's a lot of road I still don't know, but tonight I'm learning I can go 50 miles after midnight. Past a diner closed and dark, and past a motel vacancy sign. Saw a trucker heading eastbound. He flashed his lights and I flashed mine. Every little roadside marker told me home was drawing near, and with every passing mile I could feel less of my fear.
Found a station playing rhythm, caught it fading in and out. Sang along with half the lyrics, made the rest of them myself.
Then the clouds moved from the moon, silver covered all the road, and my turquoise hood kept shining like it somehow knew the way home. 30 miles became 20, 20 slowly turned to 10. Then I saw the water tower of my little town again. Never thought that faded landmark could look beautiful to me, but tonight it looked like something I had earned the right to see.
Pulled into our quiet driveway, porch light glowing warm and gold. Mama opened up the curtain, saw me safe and went back home.
Killed the engine, sat there smiling, didn't hurry through the door. I was still the girl who left that evening, but somehow just a little more. Freedom isn't always shouting.
Sometimes freedom whispers low.
Sometimes it's an empty highway
And deciding you can go.
No crowd, no day, no one telling me the way. Just a map upon the sea,
And enough courage for today.
50 miles after midnight, now the stars are fading white.
50 miles after midnight,
And I brought my baby home alright. Engine quiet, journey through, but I learned what these four wheels can do. There are roads I haven't traveled yet, and someday I'll drive them too. Good night, baby. You did fine. So did I.
one chocolate shake. Here you go. Thank you.
Okay, Billy, hold this while I
Splash! Billy!
pulled into the drive-in diner Friday, 8:15. Ordered fries and 2 big burgers, chocolate shake upon my tray. Car hop brought it to the window. Billy said, I'll hold it tight. I said, don't you spill a drop now. These seats were clean last night. Put the car into first gear, moved about a foot or two. Billy reached to grab a French fry, then I heard an awful ooh. Cup went sideways, lid went flying, chocolate river down the seat. I hit the brake and stared in horror. Rock and roll stopped with the beat. Milkshake on the front seat. Oh, what a Friday night. Chocolate on the upholstery. This just cannot be right. Milkshake on the front seat. Billy, don't you say a word of all the things that could have happened. This is surely the worst. Billy grabbed a stack of napkins, started wiping left and right. I said, blot it, don't you rub it, like I'd studied all my life. Car hop brought another towel. Jimmy came from 2 cars down. Pretty soon we had 6 people cleaning, chocolate all around. Betty said, it isn't that bad. I said, Betty, look again. There was milkshake by the seat seam. There was milkshake on my hem. Billy looked so darned apologetic, couldn't stay too mad for long. Then somebody turned the jukebox louder, and the whole place heard our song. Milkshake on the front seat. Oh, what a Friday night. Chocolate on the upholstery. This just cannot be right. Milkshake on the front seat. Billy, don't you say a word of all the things that could have happened. This is surely the worst. Blot it! Don't rub it! Napkins! More napkins! Piano! Go! Saturday, I woke best I can. By 11, it was spotless, almost good as it had been. Only if you looked real closely could you tell where milkshake been. Billy came around at noon carrying something wrapped in white. Opened up a brand new cup holder, said we'll do it better tonight. I laughed so hard I nearly dropped it, put that little gadget in. Then we headed for the drive-in and ordered milkshakes once again. A scratch can hurt, a dent can sting, but chocolate is a terrible thing. Still a car that's really lived in can't stay perfect every day. Every little spot and stain has got a story anyway. But Billy, next time hold that cup with both hands all the way. No milkshake on the front seat, not another drop tonight. Cup holder standing steady, everything is going right. No milkshake on the front seat, now we're laughing at the mess. First car memories aren't always clean, but sometimes those are best. Billy, yeah. Two hands, two hands. Yes, ma'am.
Where are we going? The Rockin' Hall! How far? Who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4! Saturday night at 8:05, everybody dressed to kill. Betty wore her red swing skirt, Jimmy had his hair slick still. Billy jumped into the front seat, Susie squeezed behind the door. I said, everybody ready? They yelled, what are you waiting for? 20 miles outside the city, there's a hall beside the road. Every Saturday the jukebox makes that wooden building blow. Turned my dashboard radio louder, found a rhythm hot and fast. We were dancing in our seats before the city limits passed. White walls rolling, piano pounding, everybody sing along. By the time we reach that dance hall, we'll already know the song. Wheels to the rockin' hall, come on baby, give it all. Roll those wheels and move those feet, highway rhythm dancing beats. Wheels to the rockin' hall, Saturday's calling one and all. First we rock it in the car, then we rock beneath the stars. Saw the neon from a mile out, parking lot was packed and bright. Hot rods, pickups, old sedans, everybody out tonight. Found a place beside a Buick, killed the motor, jumped outside. Before I even locked the door, the saxophone was screaming wild. Through the entrance across the floor, jukebox glowing red and gold. Couple spinning skirts were flying, nobody was standing still. Billy grabbed me by the finger, said, come on, this one's our tune. We were rocking heel to toe underneath that August moon. Wheels to the rockin' hall, come on baby, give it all. Roll those wheels and move those feet, highway rhythm dancing beat. Wheels to the rockin' hall, Saturday's calling one and all. First we rock it in the car, then we rock beneath the stars. Everybody jump! Ten became 11:30, 11:30 became 12. Nobody checked the wall clock, we were busy being ourselves. Last song came like bad news. Everybody shouted one more. DJ laughed and dropped another. Whole place shook across the floor. Finally walked back to my baby, shoes in hand and hair undone. Everyone was tired and happy, but the night was not quite done. Started up that faithful engine, radio came back alive. Billy said, how about the diner? I said, now you're talking right. Dance hall wheels, automobile wheels, everything spins tonight. Record spins, skirt spins, stars are spinning bright. If it's round and it can roll, put some rhythm in its soul. Rock and roll was made for wheels, and wheels were made to go. Car, roll, feet, rock. Car, roll, feet, rock. Everybody, rock, everybody, rock and roll. Wheels from the rockin' hall, we gave that Saturday our all. Tired feet, but spirits high. Radio rocking underneath the sky. Wheels from the rockin' hall, best little night I can recall. First car waiting by the door, ready to take us out once more. Diner, diner, milkshakes. Billy holds them. Let's go! Let's go! Bucket ready? Ready! Soap ready? Ready! Hose ready? Hey, don't spray me! Let's wash that car! Saturday beside the high school, big sign hanging by the street. Car wash, 50 cents, and every kid was on their feet. Betty waved me toward the driveway. Susie grabbed the yellow rag. Jimmy had a garden hose and trouble written on his face. I said, easy with the paint now. She's my pride and she's my joy. Jimmy smiled a little too much, said, relax, we'll treat her right. First the water hit the windshield, then the hood, and then the door. Everything was going perfect for about a minute more. Soap suds and white walls, bubbles everywhere. Soap suds and white walls, water flying through the air. Wash that chrome and scrub it bright, make my baby shine tonight. Soap suds and white walls, rock and roll. Everybody lose control. Susie squeezed the sponge too hard, foam went flying on my dress. Betty laughed until she stumbled, now we had a soaking mess. Jimmy aimed the hose at Billy, Billy ducked behind my car. Water sailed across the driveway and hit me from twice as far. I yelled, hey, the car needs washing. Nobody listened anymore. Half the gang was throwing sponges, half was sliding on the floor. Even old Coach Henderson came outside to calm us down. Then somebody sprayed his trousers, you could hear us across town. Soap suds and white walls, bubbles everywhere. Soap suds and white walls, water flying through the air. Wash that chrome and scrub it right, make my baby shine tonight. Soap suds, white walls, rock and roll. Everybody lose control. Splash! Splash! Piano! Saxophone! Watch the paint! Watch the paint! Finally the sun was lowering, everybody dripping wet. But my turquoise little sweetheart was the cleanest she'd been yet. White walls glowing like new shoes, chrome reflecting every face. We all stood around admiring what survived that crazy place. Paid another 50 cents just 'cause we'd had so much fun. Then we wrung our shirts and towels underneath the afternoon sun. Billy said, next week again. I said, maybe, but there's one new rule. You can wash my automobile, but Jimmy doesn't touch the hose. Wash it high, wash it low, make that polished chrome all glow. But when your friends get soap and water, you know where this thing will go. A clean car's nice, that's surely true, but laughing with your friends is too. So splash that water one more time, just keep it off my shoes. Salt suds and white walls, sunshine everywhere. Salt suds and white walls, rock and roll is in the air. Cleanest little car in sight, ready for another Saturday night. Salt suds and white walls, everybody sing. A shiny car is a beautiful thing. Jimmy! What? Put the hose down! Okay. Splash! Jimmy! Wait a minute. What's that? No. A scratch. Sunday morning after breakfast, sun was shining on the drive. Went outside to greet my baby like I do most every time. Walked around the rear white wall, checked the chrome and checked the glass. Then I saw a tiny silver line that wasn't there the night before. Bent down close and looked again, hoping maybe it was dirt. Rubbed it softly with my finger, that's when I began to hurt. Barely longer than an inch, nobody else would even care. But on that perfect turquoise paint, it looked enormous sitting there. That little scratch on my baby, how'd you ever get there? That little scratch on my baby, I swear it wasn't there. Maybe nobody else can see, but it looks a mile long to me. Oh, that little scratch, my first little scar. Called up Betty on the telephone, said something terrible occurred. She came running down the sidewalk, then she stared without a word. Where? I pointed. There. She squinted. That's it. I said, of course. She laughed and said, you scared me. I thought you'd wrecked the whole darn car. Billy came around at noon, brought some polish in a tin, worked it gently on the paintwork till the mark grew faint and thin. Still could see it if I knew exactly where I had to stare. But Billy said, she's still beautiful. I said, yeah, I guess that's fair. That little scratch on my baby, how'd you ever get there? That little scratch on my baby, I swear it wasn't there. Maybe nobody else can see, but it looks a mile long to me. Oh, that little scratch, my first little scar. Easy guitar, soft piano, she'll be alright. Later driving through through the country, I began to think it through. Every road I've ever traveled leaves a little something too. Mud from Sunday at the shoreline, sand still hiding underneath. Tiny mark beside the fender, all are pieces of my weeks. Maybe 20 years from now she'll have stories everywhere. Little dents and faded paint and silver showing here and there. And each one might remind me of some place we used to go. So I stopped worrying about perfection and turned up the radio. Brand new things are beautiful, smooth and perfect, bright and clean. But something loved and something lived in carries more than can be seen. Every mile can leave a mark, every summer leaves a line. Maybe scars aren't always damage, maybe sometimes they're a sign. That little scratch on my baby, you don't scare me anymore. That little scratch on my baby, we've got bigger roads in store. She may never stay brand new, but neither will I, and that's okay too. That little scratch, our first little scar, still beautiful, still beautiful. Come on baby, let's ride. Betty, ready. Susie, ready. Peggy, ready. Boys, night tonight. Girls, get in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Friday night I called up Betty, said put on your dancing shoes. Called up Susie, called up Peggy, said tonight we make the rules. Red lipstick and ponytail, swing skirt looking mighty fine. 7:30 in the driveway, everybody right on time. Betty jumped into the front seat, Susie, Peggy climbed behind. I turned on that dashboard radio, found the wildest song I could find. Billy called me from the corner, said, hey, where you girls all going? I yelled somewhere without you, and we left him laughing there sweet. Billy makes my heart skip beats, but sometimes all a girl requires is her closest friends and tires. No fancy plan, no reservation, just a radio station. Four good friends and four white walls, that's my kind of celebration. Who's driving? She is. Who's dancing? We are. Who's waiting for a boy? Nobody. Then girls rock. Girls night, four wheels, that's exactly how freedom feels. Four girlfriends, one wild beat, laughing all the way down Main Street. Girls night, four wheels, rock and roll in high-heeled heels. First car underneath the stars. Tonight, this whole town belongs to us. Next Friday, girls' night. Same car, same car. Same boys, no voice. Let's ride! Good morning, baby. You ready? Turn the key. Oh, come on! Seven in the winter morning, frost was painted on the glass. Breath was floating like a cloud as I hurried down the path. Turquoise hood was white with crystal, door handle colder than ice. Slipped behind that frozen wheel and said, let's do this nice. Put the silver key inside, turned it once and heard her groan. But no ignition, Lord, I felt completely alone. Turned it back and tried once more, patted gently on the dash. Come on, honey, don't you leave me standing frozen in this mess. Come on, baby, it's cold. Don't make me stand out here till I'm old. Turn that motor, catch that fire. Give me everything that engine can desire. Come on, baby, let's go. There's ice on the windows and 10 inches of snow. Winter morning, don't lose heart. Come on, little baby, start, start, start. Mama watched me through the window, coffee steaming in her hand. Brother yelled, take the bus. I yelled, you don't understand. Scraped the frost across the windshield, cleared a little patch to see. Then I climbed back in and whispered, baby, do this thing for me. Turn the key, she coughed once. Turned again, she coughed twice. Third time came a little rumble, and that rumble sounded nice. Then the engine caught and thundered. I threw both my hands up high. Mama nearly dropped her coffee when she heard me yell outside. Come on, baby, it's cold. Don't make me stand out here till I'm old. Now that motor's catching fire. Hear that little engine climbing higher. Come on, baby, let's go. Heater warming while we're moving through the snow. Winter morning, here we start. That's my little baby. Start, start, start. 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 Piano. Guitar. Drove her slowly through the neighborhood, snowbanks lining every street. Heater finally started working, warm air creeping toward my feet. Radio man said, cold one. I laughed, buddy, tell me something new. But that winter road looked beautiful through my windshield's little view. Pulled into the work lot smiling. Betty said, you made it through. I said, took 3 tries and one small prayer, but my baby always knew. Summer roads But nothing makes you love a motor like a cold day when she beats the freeze. Springtime shine, summer glow, autumn leaves, winter snow. Every season teaches something when your first car takes you through. If she's hot, if she's cold, if we're both a little old, turn that key and keep believing there's another road to go. Come on, baby, it's cold, but together we're worth more than gold. Motor humming, heater high, little clouds of exhaust beneath the winter sky. Come on, baby, let's ride. Snow on the road, but we're warm inside. First winter, and we made our start. That's my automobile and my frozen little heart. Tomorrow morning, same thing? Probably. Oh, brother! Betty, you said 3 boxes. Well, maybe a few more? A few? Betty called me Sunday morning, said I need a little hand. We're moving just across the town, and I've got one little plan. Could you bring your car around? Just a couple things to ride. I said, sure, I'll be there shortly. Never knew how much she lied. Pulled beside her old apartment, nearly fainted at the sight. Boxes stacked across the sidewalk from the doorway left to right. Lampshade, suitcase, record player, books and pillows by the score. I looked over at poor Betty, said, you got anything more? She smiled. Maybe. Oh no, my car's a moving van today. Pack it in and drive away. Backseat high and trunk packed tight. Can't see much, but we'll be alright. My car's a moving van today. Betty owes me anyway. One more box, there's always one. Moving day has just begun. First load took the record player. 3 big boxes full of clothes. Lamp was lying through the middle, pillow underneath my nose. Betty squeezed into the front seat, holding dishes on her knees. I said, if one plate gets broken, don't you put the blame on me. Drove 5 blocks at 20 miles. Every bump became a threat. Betty yelled, watch that corner. I said, I haven't lost one yet. Reached the house and unloaded, thought our moving job was through. Then her brother pointed back where there were 20 boxes new. My car's a moving van today. Pack it in and drive away. Backseat high and trunk packed tight. Can't see much, but we'll be alright. My car's a moving van today. Betty owes me anyway. One more box, there's always one. Moving day has just begun. Lift, carry, pack, watch the lamp, piano, go! Third trip carried all the records. Fourth one brought a kitchen chair. Fifth one had a potted flower, dropping little leaves everywhere. By the 6th I knew each pothole on that road from end to end. But when you're helping somebody, that's what automobiles are for, my friend. Finally at 6 that evening, Betty's mother brought us pie. We sat down upon the front steps, watched the evening traffic by. My poor car was full of paper, dust, and string from front to rear. But Betty hugged me, said, thank you. And that made the whole thing clear.
First I thought my car meant freedom, going anywhere I please. Then I learned four wheels can carry more than people, more than keys. They can carry someone's record, someone's lamp, and someone's chair. And when a friend needs help moving, they can carry friendship there. My car was a moving van today, 6 whole trips and I'm okay. Empty trunk and tired feet, now we're heading somewhere good to eat. My car was a moving van today, Betty better buy my shade. One more box? No, we're done. Moving day was kind of fun. Betty? Yeah? Next time, hire a truck.
Hey, everybody! What's the party for? It's been 1 year.
1 year since what?
Since I got my car.
Well then,
Let's rock. Morning sun across the dashboard, something caught my eye today. Little numbers on the speedometer had something big to say. 99998 rolling, the 99999 came. I slowed down and watched the next mile turn those numbers once again. Almost 10 whole thousand miles now, 1 full year since she became mine. Seems like only yesterday those silver keys first caught the light. I remember standing proudly, holding them above my head. Didn't know how many roads were waiting just ahead. 1 year, 10,000 miles, 10,000 songs and 10,000 smiles. Rainy roads and summer nights, diner signs and dashboard lights. 1 year, 10,000 miles, every road has been worthwhile. She's not brand new like before, but I love that little car even more. Called up Betty, called up Susie, called up Billy after work. Said we're having us a party. Billy asked whose birthday first. I said mine was back in April. Tonight belongs to someone blue. He said you're throwing your car a birthday. I said you know darn well I do. Met them down beside the diner, bought a cupcake just for fun. Couldn't feed it to the engine, so I ate it when we were done. Jimmy tied a little ribbon to the mirror by the glass. Joe from down at the filling station gave me 5 free gallons of gas. 1 year, 10,000 miles, 10,000 songs and 10,000 smiles. Rainy roads and summer nights, diner signs and dashboard lights. 1 year, 10,000 miles, every road has been worthwhile. She's not brand new like before, but I love that little car even more. Happy birthday, automobile, guitar. Piano, saxophone, go! There's a scratch beside the fender, little stain we couldn't hide. Toolkits used and spares been changed. There's some sand still deep inside. Fuzzy dice have lost some color. Floor mats aren't exactly new, but every little worn out piece reminds me what we've been through. First date, first storm, first breakdown late at night. First long road all by myself. First time I got home alright. Every mile became a story. Every story became mine. And that girl who held those keys last year has grown laughing, getting lost and getting through. Maybe I didn't just get a first car. Maybe I found a little more of me too. 1 year, 10,000 miles, still that turquoise makes me smile. Winter morning, summer skies, friends beside me on the ride. 1 year, 10,000 miles, and we've only just begun. There's another road beyond this town, and tomorrow we'll find one. Happy birthday, baby. Where to next? Anywhere. Start it rock. Woo! Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Where are you going? I don't know. Then why are you leaving? Because I've got a full tank. Let's go.
Saturday at 8 this morning, coffee steaming by my side. Opened up the highway map and let my finger take a ride. Past the places that I knew, then stopped upon a little lane. 47 miles northwest, never heard of it the same.
Didn't know what awaited there. Didn't know a single soul, but the sun was bright, the tank was full, and rock was on the radio.
Circle that town with a pencil, grab my handbag and my keys. Mama asked me where I'm going. I said somewhere new to me. A town I've never seen, somewhere past the fields of green. Turn that wheel and follow signs, leave the same old streets behind. A town I've never seen, that's exactly where I'll be. If there's a road that goes somewhere, that's enough of a reason for me. Past a barn beside the highway, past a bridge above a stream. Little roadside fruit stand like a picture from a dream. Stopped to buy 2 red apples. Lady asked, you going far? I said, just to Miller County. She said, that's a pretty car.
Back upon the road I traveled, every curve was something new. Then a water tower appeared with the letters painted white and blue.
Main Street had a barber shop, a diner, and a 5 and dime. I parked beside the courthouse square and stepped into another time. A town I've never seen, somewhere past the fields of green. Turn that wheel and follow signs, leave the same old streets behind. A town I've never seen, that's exactly where I'll be. If there's a road that goes somewhere, that's enough of a reason for me. Map says left, road says right. Follow the road. Guitar! Had my lunch inside the diner, cherry pie and coffee too. Waitress asked me where I'm from. I said about an hour from you. Bought a postcard at the drugstore, wrote to Betty just 1 line. Found a town I've never been to, and I'm having quite a time.
Walked the square till late afternoon, then the shadows started long. Climbed back in my little car and found another radio song.
Didn't take the road I came on, found a smaller road instead. Sun was glowing through the windshield, whole wide country lay ahead. mostly paper dreams, names of towns and numbered highways, places I'd probably never see. Now I can put my finger anywhere and say tomorrow I'll go there. That's what freedom looks like to me. A road and enough gasoline. A town I've never seen, now it's part of my memory. One more road and one more sign, one more little piece of mine. A town I've never seen, tomorrow there'll be 2 or 3. There are hundreds on this map, and my little car is taking me. Where next? Let's see. Close your eyes. Point!
5:15. Whole town's asleep. Good morning, baby. Let's catch the sunrise. Street lamps still were glowing when I quietly closed the door. Carried coffee to the driveway, shoes in hand across the floor. Didn't want to wake my family, so I shut the car door slow. Turned the key and let her idle. Then I whispered, time to go. Main Street never looked so empty. Every store was dark and still. Traffic light kept changing colors, though nobody crossed the hill. Radio played something gentle, signal fading with the dawn. And the night behind my mirror slowly started moving on. Sunrise through the windshield, golden on the road. Morning spilling softly on that turquoise hood below. Sunrise through the windshield, whole new day ahead. Sometimes you find tomorrow just by following the road instead. Reached the highway past the farmland. Sky was turning purple blue. Little strips of orange and yellow slowly started breaking through. Pulled beside an open meadow, killed the engine for a while. Sat there holding my warm coffee, couldn't help but simply smile. Birds were waking in the fence line, mist was lifting from the ground. No jukebox and no dance hall, almost not another sound. Then the first sun touched the chrome, made the whole hood burn like gold. Never knew an early morning could make 20 feel so bold. Sunrise through the windshield, golden on the road. Morning spilling softly on that turquoise hood below. Sunrise through the windshield, whole new day ahead. Sometimes you find tomorrow just by following the road instead. Soft guitar, warm piano, let it rise. Started up the engine gently, more Past a farmer on his tractor, past a little roadside lake. Coffee shop was just now opening. Waitress turned the sign around. I pulled in and took a window seat. First customer in town. She said, "You've been driving early." I said, "Early enough to see something worth a little lost sleep and a gallon or two to me." Back outside, the sun was higher. Radio started something fast, and the quiet of that sunrise was already in the past. I love Saturday night, neon glowing bright. I love jukeboxes and dancing till the stars disappear. But there's something in the morning when the road belongs to you that makes an ordinary highway feel completely new. Sunrise through the windshield, golden morning sky. Four white walls are rolling while the waking world goes by. Sunrise through the windshield, another day begins. First car, open highway. Let's see where today will end. Good morning, world. Radio up, now we can. Click. Let's ride. Hey, look! County Fair! This way! You wanna stop? Do you even have to ask? Turn right! 1, 2, 3, 4! One, two, three, four! Rolling down the county highway, didn't have a plan today. Then a hand-painted signboard said, "Big Fair, 2 miles this way." Arrow pointing toward a dirt road, Ferris wheel above the trees. I turned that turquoise steering wheel and said, "That sign's talking to me." Parking view was packed with Chevy Sports and pickups row by row. Found a spot beside a haystack, paid a quarter for the show. Smelled the popcorn, heard the laughter, saw the midway lights ahead. Before I walked 100 feet, I'd spent half the cash I had. Rocking at the county fair, rock and roll is everywhere. Ferris wheel and flashing lights, Saturday underneath the stars tonight. Rocking at the county fair, cotton candy in my hair. Came here only passing through. Now I've got a whole night to do. Rode the tilt-a-whirl twice, nearly lost my brand new shoes. Won a little stuffed up puppy, throwing rings around some hoops. Bought a soda, bought some popcorn, saw a shiny tractor show. Then somebody by the grandstand yelled, "Rock and roll at 8, don't go!" When the sun went down behind us, a little stage lights turned to red. Four-piece band walked out smiling, drummer counted off instead. 1, 2, 3, our guitar cracked like summer thunder. Piano started pounding fast. Every Sally dancing, met her brother Eddie too. They said, where'd you come from, stranger? I said, about an hour from you. Pretty soon we all were laughing like we'd known each other years. That's the funny thing with music, strangers quickly disappear. Last song ended close to midnight, fairground lights began to dim. Carried my stuffed dog proudly back across the field again. Put him on the passenger seat, started up and waved goodbye. Ferris wheel behind my mirror still was glowing in the sky. I didn't plan to stop here, didn't know a soul, didn't know a rock and roll band would nearly steal the show. But that's the magic of the highway, you never know what's there. Sometimes one little painted arrow leads you straight into a fair. Ferris wheel, rock and roll, automobile, rolling free, county fair, rocking from the county fair. Night wind blowing through my hair, stuffed dog sitting by my side. Best surprise of any ride, rocking from the county fair. Next year I know I'll be there. First car found another place I'd never have discovered any other way. What's his name? Who? The stuffed dog. Rocky! Let's go! Rocky! Did you see that? See what? Flash! Oh boy. Here comes the thunder!
Sun was hot at 4:30, highway shining straight and wide. Not a cloud above the farmland, perfect afternoon to ride. Then behind me in the mirror, something dark began to grow. Big black clouds above the cornfields, moving faster than I'd go.
Radio began to crackle, wind came rushing through the trees. Paper cups went rolling, roadside leaves went dancing in the breeze. Then a flash split through the distance, thunder rolled across the plain. I looked at my little dashboard, said we're gonna meet some rain. Thunder on the highway,
Boom, boom over me,
lightning on the horizon.
as far as I can see.
Thunder on the highway,
Better find a place to stay. No need proving anything. We'll let that storm roll on its way. First big drops hit like nickels, then the whole sky opened wide. Wipers working double time now, water pouring down each side. Saw a filling station glowing half a mile beyond the bend. Pulled beneath the metal canopy, said we'll wait it out, my friend.
Joe inside poured me some coffee. 3 more drivers gathered near. Everybody watched the lightning, nobody was leaving here. Thunder rattled all the windows, rain came sideways through the light. My little car sat safe and dry, waiting patiently tonight. Thunder on the highway,
Boom, boom, shake the ground.
lightning across the cornfields.
What a mighty summer sound. Thunder on the highway, let that wild old weather play. I got coffee and a roof above. We'll let that storm roll on its way. Boom. Boom.
Drums, flash, piano, thunder guitar, go!
became 40, then the western sky turned gold. Rain grew softer on the rooftop. Thunder wandered down the road. One by one the drivers started, headlights glowing through the mist. I thanked Joe and crossed the pavement. Never seen a night like this.
Started up my faithful engine, pulled back gently to the lane. Road was shining like a mirror, fields were sparkling from the rain. Then the clouds broke in the distance, orange sunset pouring through. I patted that old dashboard, said another storm behind us too. You don't have to race the weather, you don't have to prove you're tough. Knowing when to stop and wait can sometimes be courage enough. Storms roll in, storms roll through, then the highway opens new.
Me and my little automobile know exactly what to do.
Thunder off the highway, rolling far behind.
Sunset on the wet road.
What a beautiful sight. Thunder off the highway,
Now we're rolling home okay.
storm came roaring through our afternoon,
But couldn't steal our day. Hear that?
what?
Nothing.
Perfect.
Let's ride.
Billy? Yeah? Look at the sign. Last show tonight.
I know. Let's go in one more time. Saw it printed in the paper. Couldn't quite believe my eyes. Starlight driving, closing Sunday. After all those summer nights, called up Billy after supper. Didn't need to say too much. He said, I'll be ready at 7. I said, I'll come and pick you up. Drove the road we knew by memory, past the lake and through the pines. Then that giant silver screen rose above the old roadside. But tonight the entrance signboard had one sentence glowing white. Thank you for the memories. Final show tonight. Last night at the Starlight, parked beneath the moon. Hang that speaker on the window one more time before we're through. Last night at the Starlight, let that silver picture play. They can close the gates tomorrow, but they can't take our nights away. Found the road where we'd first parked, second lane and number 9. Billy laughed and said, you remember? I said, every single time. Snack bar had a longer line. Everybody came once more. Old friends pointing out the places where they'd parked in years before. Bought 2 colas and some popcorn. Walked beneath the glowing screen. Every corner of that old place held somebody's memory. Then the lights went down together
Little speakers crackled low. Nobody talked when music started. Everybody watched the show last night at the Starlight Park beneath the moon. Hang that speaker on the window one more time before we're through. Last night at the Starlight, let that silver picture play. They can close the gates tomorrow, but they can't take our nights away.
Soft guitar. One more picture. One more night.
Funny thing about that movie, couldn't tell you half the plot. Same as on our very first date. Guess some things don't change a lot. Billy's hand was close beside me, dashboard glowing amber gold. And for just a little while, nothing there had gotten old. Final credits started rolling. Nobody started up their cars. Then the manager came on the speaker. Voice was shaking through the dark. Thank you, friends, for all these years. Someone honked and then we all, one by one across that drive-in, answered with our horns. Screens go dark, signs come down. Old roads change, so does every town. But some places never leave you when you've loved somebody there. Maybe memories don't need buildings. Maybe people carry them everywhere. Goodbye to the starlight, one last silver moon. Take that speaker from the window, but don't say goodbye too soon. Goodbye to the starlight, we'll remember anyway. They can close those gates tomorrow, but they can't take tonight away.
Ready to go?
Yeah, same long road home,
Same long road.
start her up.
Start her up.
Friday night, Main Street, radio loud. Everybody ready? Rock and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
$7:45 on Friday. Sun went down behind the town. Neon signs were waking up and every window lit around. Barber pole was turning slowly, moving marquee shining red. Diner jukebox through the doorway had the whole block shaking, yeah. Pull my turquoise baby downtown, white walls clean and chrome aglow. Betty spotted me from Murphy's, yelled, "Hey girl, where'd you go?" Jimmy came across the sidewalk. Peggy ran from 5 and dime. Billy jumped into the front seat now. The whole gang's right on time. Turn that radio, turn that dial. Main Street stretches half a mile. One more circle, one more song. Friday night can't last too long. Main Street's rocking tonight. Every neon sign is bright. Piano pounding, saxophone. Nobody wants to go back home. Main Street's rocking tonight. Four wide walls are feeling right. Windows down, everybody sing. Rock and roll is everything. Past the diner once at 8, passed again at 8:03. Same old cars were making circles, everybody waved at me. Red Ford parked beside the drugstore, black sedan across the lane. Somebody yelled, "Turn it louder," so we cranked that dial again. Traffic light turned red before us, 6 those keys, I'd still have music. Without those wheels, I'd still have friends. But put the two together, baby, that's where ordinary ends. I wrote a song, a Friday night, a little calm beneath the light. Give me all four at the same time and watch this town ignite. Main Street, rock, jukebox, rock, white walls, roll. Everybody, rock, 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 rock. Main Street rocking tonight. Whole darn town is burning bright. Piano pounding, saxophone, we ain't ready to go home. Main Street rocking tonight. First car underneath the lights. Windows down and voices high. Rock and roll will never die. One more circle. One more song. Then turn it up. Rock and roll. Rock.
Home already? Nah, let's take the long way. .505, I left the building. Workday finally said goodbye. Sun was hanging warm and orange in a clear September sky. Turned my little car toward home. Same old corner, same old street. Then the radio found a rocker with a jumping backbeat. Home was only 10 minutes eastward. Dinner waiting there at 6. But the road beside the river started playing little tricks. I looked left toward home and supper. Looked right where the highway ran. Turned that turquoise steering wheel and changed my evening plan. Take the long way home tonight. Follow where the sunset shines. Why take 10 when 60 minutes feel this good beneath the sky? Take the long way home tonight. No hurry, everything's alright. Sometimes getting home can wait when the road is feeling great. Past the bridge beyond the mill, took the road beside the stream. Golden leaves were starting early, everything looked like a dream. Stopped beside a little market, bought a bottle of cold pop. Lady said, "You're heading home?" I said, "Eventually, maybe not." Back behind the wheel I wandered, didn't need a map at all. Followed signs I'd never noticed, watched the evening shadows fall. Radio fading between stations, then another song came clear. Every mile away from home made me strangely happy here. Take the long way home tonight. Follow where the sunset shines. Why take 10 when 60 minutes feel this good beneath the sky? Take the long way home tonight. No hurry, everything's alright. Sometimes getting home can wait when the road is feeling great. Left turn, right turn, where are we? Who cares? Go! Guitar! By the time I saw our water tower, stars were coming into view. Porch lights glowing down the street. Night was turning navy blue. Pulled into the driveway smiling. Mama opened up the door. left your work an hour before. I held up my empty soda, said I took the scenic route. Mama shook her head and laughed. That's what that automobile's about. Maybe so, but every minute was worth every extra mile. Sometimes taking longer getting home gets you home with a bigger smile. Some roads get you somewhere faster, some roads simply take you there. Some roads give you 15 minutes you didn't know you had to spare. I've spent enough of life arriving tonight. I only want to roam. So whenever time allows me, I'll take the long way home. Take the long way home tonight. Moon is rising, stars are bright. One more curve and one more song. Nothing wrong with taking long. Take the long way home tonight. Little car and me feel right. Home will always wait for me. But roads were made for memories. Tomorrow, straight home, maybe. Where are we going? Anywhere you want, Daddy. You're driving? Of course. Well, I guess I'll enjoy the view. Sunday afternoon in October, Daddy's sitting on the porch. I pulled up beside the driveway, said, "Come on, let's take a course." He looked over at my automobile, then at me and raised his brow. "Where exactly are we going?" I said, "You don't need to know right now." Funny seeing Daddy sitting on the passenger side today. He's the one who taught me driving on that empty road last May. Check your mirror, easy braking, both hands steady, watch that line. Now he buckled up beside me and the steering wheel was mine. Daddy in the passenger seat, Sunday road beneath our feet. He taught me how to steer these wheels. Now he gets to see how freedom feels. Daddy in the passenger seat, engine humming soft and sweet. He showed me how to find my way, so I'm taking him somewhere today. Drove beyond the county border, past the farm where he was raised. Daddy pointed toward an old barn, said we worked there summer days. Past the creek where he'd gone fishing, past the school he'd known as well. Every road I thought was new had an older tale to tell. Stopped beside a roadside diner, Daddy ordered coffee black. I got pie and sat there listening to the stories coming back. He told me of his first old motor, how it rattled, smoked and shook. Said he paid $200. I said, "Daddy, you got took." Daddy in the passenger seat, Sunday road beneath our feet. He taught me how to steer these wheels. Now he gets to see how freedom feels. Daddy in the passenger seat, engine humming soft and sweet. He showed me how to find my way, so I'm taking him somewhere today. Easy guitar, little piano, keep her steady. Driving home, the sun was lowering. Daddy hadn't said much more, just sat watching fields go golden through that turquoise passenger door. Then he looked across and told me, you handle this old road just fine. Funny how those 7 little words could make the whole darn evening shine. Pulled back into our driveway, killed the engine, sat a while. Daddy opened up the door, then turned around with half a smile. Good car, he said. I answered, yeah, she's been pretty good to me. He said, wasn't talking about the car, then walked inside and left me be. Someone teaches you the pedals, someone shows you where to steer, someone sits beside you patiently when every turn brings fear. Then one day the seats are different and you finally understand. Learning how to drive was only part of what he put into my hands. Daddy in the passenger seat, home again on our little street. He taught me how to trust these wheels and maybe trust myself as well. Daddy in the passenger seat, Sunday memory, warm and sweet. Next time he can choose the road, I'll drive wherever he wants to go. Good driver, pretty good, pretty good. Don't push your luck. Good night, Daddy. Keys, check. Gas, check. Radio, check. Heart rockin', 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn that silver key on Friday, hear that little engine fire. Dashboard radio comes jumping, piano climbing higher and higher. White walls rolling down the driveway, chrome catching every light. I've been doing this a whole year, still it feels brand new tonight. We've had sunshine, we've had rainstorms, flat tires beside the road, chocolate shake upon the front seat, more than one ridiculous load. We've been frozen in the winter, we've been burning up in June, but every time that motor starts, my heart falls right in tune. 4 wheels and a rocking heart, turn that key and let it start. Piano beat and engine sound, 4 white walls going round and round. 4 wheels and a rocking heart, me and this car won't drift apart. Wherever that old highway goes, turn up the rock and roll. There's the diner where we laughed, there's the corner where I learned to park, there's the road beside the lake where Billy kissed me after dark. There's the station where we waited for that thunderstorm to pass. There's the county fair behind us, there's a little scratch upon the pane. Every street has got a story, every sign can name a night. Every mile upon that odometer feels like something I did right. People say it's just a motor, metal, rubber, bolts and chrome. Maybe so, but through that windshield I've discovered half my home. 4 wheels and a rocking heart, turn that key and let it start. Piano beat and engine sound, 4 white walls going round and round. 4 wheels and a rocking heart, me and this car won't drift apart. Wherever that old highway goes, turn up the rock and roll. he knows which seat is hers. Billy doesn't slam my doors now. Guess a fellow finally learns. Mama sometimes takes her shopping. Daddy says I drive just fine. Half the town can hear my beep, beep, and they know that sound is mine. Maybe someday I'll drive something bigger, faster, shiny new. Maybe someday turquoise paint won't be the color that I choose. But there'll never be another set of keys that feels this way. Your first car only happens once, and mine still rocks today. First key, freedom. First road, freedom. First night, freedom. First time going anywhere. Because you decided where. Engine, rock. Radio, roll. All wheels, rock. One heart, roll. Everybody rock and roll. Four wheels and a rockin' heart. Come on, baby, tear this song apart. Piano pounding, saxophone. Tonight we're never feeling alone. Four wheels and a rockin' heart. That's exactly where it starts. A little key in a whole wide world. Rock, 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 rock and roll. First car, forever. First love, maybe. Rock and roll. Let's ride. Let's ride. Funny. They look just the same. Same little keys, but I'm not the same girl. Come on, baby. We've got another road to find. Morning sunlight on the driveway, turquoise shining soft and blue. Silver keys inside my fingers, just the way they used to do. I remember first time holding them, couldn't keep my hands from shaking. Thought the greatest thing about them was the car that I'd be taking. Didn't know about the highways, didn't know the rainy nights. Didn't know about the diners, dashboard moons and neon lights. Didn't know a little key could open more than just a door. Now I hold those keys this morning, and I know a little more. These keys are still mine after every road and every sign. After summer, after snow, after everywhere we've had to go. These keys are still mine, little silver pieces of another time. But every time that engine starts, they unlock something in my heart. They were there my first day driving. They're the first time I got lost. There beside that roadside tire when I learned what freedom costs. There when Billy slammed my car door. There beneath the starlight moon. There when Mama took her shopping. There that frozen winter noon. They were swinging from my fingers at the county fair that night. They were sitting on the diner table underneath the neon light. They were there beside my father when he said I drove just fine. 40 little kinds of memories hanging from these keys of mine. These keys are still mine after every road and every sign. After laughter, after rain, after getting lost and home again. These keys are still mine, and that old turquoise still can't shine. Every time that motor starts, they unlock something in my heart. Soft, piano, clean guitar, upright bass, a little faster. Come on! A little faster. Maybe someday in the future there'll be another car for me. Different paint and different dashboard, different set of shiny keys. Maybe this one will grow older, maybe chrome will lose its glow. Maybe someday I'll have to park her for the final time, I know. But nobody gets two first cars, nobody gets that first day twice. First time pulling from the driveway, first taste of your own life. So tonight I'm not looking backward, there's too much road ahead. Put those silver keys into the ignition. Let's rock and say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. These keys are still mine. Turn that engine on tonight. 4 white walls and gasoline. Rockin' hardest you've ever seen. These keys are still mine. Dashboard radio, feeling fine. First car, first row, first taste of life. Come on, baby, rock tonight. Pick up Betty at the corner, Susie waiting down the lane. Billy better close that door soft, he has learned that rule again. Beep beep outside the diner, Joe is waving from the pump. Piano kicking through the speakers, slap bass starting up that jump. Past the school and past the drugstore, past the old familiar signs, past the place I learned my parking, now I get it first darn time. Main Street opens up before us, everybody's out tonight, and that girl who bought her first car still gets butterflies inside. These keys are still mine after 10,000 miles. Every scratch and every stain carries sunshine, love and rain. These keys are still mine. Hold 'em up and let 'em shine. First car only comes one time, and this first car is mine. Go! Go! Slap bass! Go! Saxophone! Go! Oh! Everybody clap! Hey! It wasn't only transportation, wasn't only painted steel, wasn't only chrome and rubber. It was learning how to feel, how to leave, how to return, how to help, how to learn, how to wait when storms roll through, how to find a road that's new, how to laugh when things go wrong, how to turn the radio on, and most of all, how to choose.